We live in a world that never stops talking. Notifications, meetings, opinions, noise everywhere. But have you noticed, even when the world is silent, your mind still speaks? Swami Vivekananda once said, "Silence is the great teacher, and to learn its lessons you must pay attention to it." He called silence a power, not an escape. Today let's explore why silence is not emptiness, it's strength, and how Vivekananda used it as his secret weapon to recharge, create, and conquer himself. Imagine this. You wake up and instantly scroll. 100 voices enter before your own does. Every opinion fights for space in your head, leaving no room for you. Vivekananda warned about this long before smartphones existed. He said, "The mind is like a lake. When its surface is still, we can see the bottom. When it is disturbed, we see only broken reflections." Our problem isn't lack of time, it's lack of stillness. Because in stillness, the truth finally appears. When Vivekananda spoke of silence, he didn't mean sitting in a dark room avoiding life. He meant inner silence, the pause between thoughts, the gap between reactions. Silence is not the absence of sound, it's the presence of awareness. It's that instant before you reply to an insult and instead smile. It's that breath you take before deciding, that second where consciousness steps in and chaos steps back. He said, "In silence the soul grows. In silence lies the strength of all great men." So silence is not weakness, it's the discipline of one who no longer needs noise to feel alive. Before his historic Chicago speech in 1893, Vivekananda spent the night in deep silence. No applause, no audience, only prayer, stillness, focus. When he walked onto that stage the next morning and said, "Sisters and brothers of America," the hall erupted, but he remained calm. That power came from silence. He had conquered the noise within long before he faced the noise outside. True strength isn't found in how loudly you speak, but in how deeply you can be silent. Most people fear silence because it reveals everything they've been avoiding. The unprocessed emotions, the half-made decisions, the restless self. Vivekananda said, "We run away from ourselves. Silence forces us to meet who we are. That's why you reach for your phone the moment stillness appears. Not because you're busy, but because you're uncomfortable with your own mind. But here's the truth. When you stay with that discomfort for just a few minutes, it becomes peace, and from peace comes clarity. In silence, energy collects. When you stop scattering attention in every direction, your prana begins to rebuild." Vivekananda called it the gathering of force. He said, "The more silent we become, the more we can hear the voice of God." That voice is intuition. The quiet knowing of what's right for you. You don't have to overthink decisions. You simply feel what aligns. Silence is where ideas are born, where healing begins, where the soul remembers its power. Here are Vivekananda-inspired practices to cultivate silence daily. 1. Morning reset. 1 minute of stillness. Before checking your phone, close your eyes. Listen not to music, but to the hum of life around you. Let thoughts rise and fall naturally. 2. Midday pause. The silent breath between two tasks. Stop for one slow inhale and exhale. Say inwardly, "I return to myself." This resets your energy better than any coffee. 3. Evening reflection. Write in silence. Before sleep, spend 2 minutes writing one sentence. What did silence teach me today? Maybe patience, maybe truth, maybe the need for more silence. Do this for 7 days and you'll start sensing calm even amid chaos. People think silence makes you passive. It doesn't. It makes your actions precise. Vivekananda was thunder in speech because he was ocean in silence. Every word carried power because it came from stillness, not impulse. He said, "The calmer we are, the greater is our success, influence, and power." When your mind is still, intuition replaces confusion. You say less, but each word hits deeper. You work less, but accomplish more. Silence refines your vibration, and the world begins to respond differently. Silence isn't just meditation, it's communication. Try it in small moments. When someone argues, listen fully before replying. When a friend is upset, stay silent but present. That silence tells them, "I'm with you." In an age where everyone speaks to win, the one who listens becomes unforgettable. Your peace becomes magnetic. Your presence becomes power. Silence is not the absence of sound, it's the mastery of self. It's the point where you stop reacting and start radiating. So tonight try this. Turn off the screen, dim the lights, sit for 2 minutes. Don't chant, don't force, just be. Listen. you'll begin to hear your own soul again. Swami Vivekananda said, "In silence the soul finds the path in clearer light, and what is elusive resolves itself into crystal clearness." Comment below. I choose silence as my strength. Let the space become a circle of calm minds. The calmer you are, the more power you will have.